Alright, what's up guys? So, I'm back. It's been a little while, I know, I'm sorry about that. A little bit shorter of a video on this one. It's going to be a little bit of an update of what I have going on, what's to come. And as you could probably tell by the description, I do have new wheels on my E36, so I'll be going over that. So let's get into it. So starting out, let's talk about this. Alright, so for those who have been part of this channel since the beginning, you probably know what this is. This is my first project. It's my Mark IV Vr6 Turbo, which I stopped working on once I got working on this with the whole S54 swaps. So this thing's been on the back burner for about a year now, and absolutely depressing to see like all the dust that was accumulated on it. So recently I pushed this thing outside the garage and gave it a full wash, and actually that was enough to get me motivated to like start working on it again. So moving forward, my main goal with this car is just to get it running. I'm not going to even worry about the interior until this thing started up. So in the coming months, I'm going to get this thing going. So you may be asking, what all do I need to get this thing running? So let me go over that real quick. It really isn't much. I probably need about $2,000, and this thing should be running and driving out of my garage at least, which that will be all the motivation I need to really like get the whole car buttoned up. So that'll be interior, bag setup, brakes. So there's what I got left. So it's mainly just axles. I'm gonna try to run stocks for now. Once those break, maybe I'll do like axles or drive shaft shop. From there, I got to do like cooling, so I don't have a thermostat housing. I'm gonna go aluminum with that. Weld the end fittings, have a like nice aluminum radiator, all that shit. And some of you probably see the biggest one, which is gonna be charge piping. So I have a turbo, but it's not hooked up to anything, so it's not really being used as a turbo right now. So charge pipes, I need to hook that up. That goes down, hopefully underneath my frame rail, have that tucked away best as possible. To the intercooler, which I do have, and then out to the throttle body. I also need a wastegate, and I'm probably do a blow-off valve. After all that, it's just pretty much easy shit. So got to build a downpipe, got to do spark plug wires. So those are going to be like a build your own kit, since on mine, I have the coil pack routed underneath the intake manifold. So stock wires will not work with this. Lastly, I just need to get a bass tune on it. So I got to figure out somebody to get a bass tune, since I am running standalone on my car. It is a ECU Master Black. Basically, the stock harness plugs into the little adapter box there. From there, it's a little harness that goes to my glove box, which is housed with the ECU Master Black. So, super stoked on that ECU. It should be perfect for my application, what I need on this car. Hopefully, I can find a bass tune for it. And here's just a peep of where I lost motivation on the car. So, it looks pretty overwhelming, and that's kind of what happened to me. I got overwhelmed by how much shit I got started on, and I didn't really finish one particular project. So, I have like a hoop for a cage made, never finished the cage. I started doing some crazy shit with the shifts around, never finished that. I wanted to do a tablet display for all my gauges. That's chilling over there. So as you'd see, when you're building a project, try just to focus on one thing at a time. Otherwise, the whole thing is going to kind of collapse on you, and you're going to get overwhelmed, and that's kind of what happened to me. And I mean, with all that said, sometimes it is nice to walk away from a build and actually like catch your breath, because it can be overwhelming, and that was the case for me, I'll admit that. And for a lot of people, they get to that point, they'll either part out the car, give up on it, or sell the car outright. That's not me. I have a lot of sentimental value to this car. So if you guys don't know, this is actually the first car I've ever bought when I was like 21. I'm 31 now, so I've owned this thing for about 10 years. And I dove deep into this whole project. So like shaved quarters, shaved engine bay, Vr6 Turbo, respray the whole car. That happened about 5 years ago, and this thing's been stagnant for about a year and a half now, so a little stressful even just having it at that state, but finally got the motivation, and you guys should expect more of this content in the coming months, so stay tuned for that. But without further ado, let's talk about the new wheels on the M3. But first, a little backstory. I know you guys want to see the wheels, and I've been blabbing this whole video, but I picked up these wheels in Phoenix in October, so it's been a few months, but basically I had to sand them all the way down, refinish them, send them off to the powder coater. After I got them back from him, I was able to do the lips, polish those up all nice, and basically I was just over the bronze wheels. It was kind of a vibe, but I mean, the 8-inch squared was not it, so the rear fitment was absolute garbage in the car. I really did not like how that looked, and I think with the new ones, I definitely fixed that issue, so let me know what you guys think. Alright, so big surprise, but I have Empires again, but let me go over it. So instead of the 8s, I'm actually running 9.5 in the rear, and I think this is about as good of fitment as I'm really going to get with a static car that's actually functional still. But yeah, these were an absolute bitch to get to the point where they are now. So if you don't know, Empires actually have a thick layer of clear coat all along the lips, so I had to Basically use a die grinder with a red Scotch-Brite attachment and just go at it for like a solid week on all 4 of them. But after that, I was able to send these off to the powder coater. He got these finished in BMW Silver, which came out pretty freaking nice in my opinion. And then after I got those back, I was able to hit this with the polisher. And yes, I'm gonna fix this little bit of a gap once I pull this wheel back off. So I did do that on the other side. It came out really good. Really easy. It's just 2 bolts on the inside right there. So on this side, that's about as Gucci as you're gonna get. It's damn near rubbing on the tire, but it doesn't. So that's solid. I'll eventually address that. Not a big deal. But let me know what you guys think. I think these look a lot better than what the bronze used to look like. And to be honest with you, the bronze ones were reps. These are actual genuine Empirs. So these are forged. The old ones were cast. If you guys are wondering what size tires I'm running, so up front on the 8 wides, these are a 205/40 Accelera. In the rear, it's kind of hard to find a decent compound tire, so these are like a 300 compound tire, pretty grippy. Firestone Firehawk 215/40. Decent amount of stretch, just enough for what I need. Lastly, I just want to talk about one little detail that I knew I needed on these wheels once I realized it was a thing you could buy. It's kind of like a cherry on top item for it, and it is a OEM BMW part. So these are floating center caps, so no matter how fast the wheel's spinning, they will always return right where they need to. I paid about $100 for them. That's usually the going rate for them, but I will have a link in the description for about $80, so go check that out. So that's pretty much all I got for this video, guys. A little bit of an update of what's been going on, what's to come. Basically, the Mark IV is getting done this year. I promise you guys that. I'm personally projecting that the first crank will be late February, early March. I'll be able to crank this thing over. Other than that, we got the M3 on Hot Boy wheels. I think these look way better than the bronze, personal opinion. And if you guys are wondering what the hell this thing is, basically I'm just working on it for a friend. Blown up transmission, I'm gonna swap in a new one. This will be out of here. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you guys aren't subscribed, obliterate that subscribe button, hit the bell notification, smash that like button, all that good shit. It really helps out. But see you next time.